ayyuhan nas means when you call someone, then you say ya, like oh, okay? So if you call someone, then you say oh someone, okay? Oh Zaid, oh Amr, oh Abdullah, okay, oh Muhammad. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here saying ya ayyuhan nas, oh human being, oh mankind. Okay? So like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the things, about the different things, okay? In previous part of Surah Al-Baqarah, like human condition and this and that. Okay, now when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is about to say a bigger thing, okay, a huge message there is in this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is first trying to, trying to make us attentive, okay? So he is attracting our attention first. Ya ayyuhan nas, oh humankind. So even though you are reading the Quran attentively, but when the word comes that oh human being, then you are alert that oh something is about to come. Okay, very important thing, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling us with these words that oh human being. So there must be something which is very important. Okay, what is that thing? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying ya ayyuhan nas, oh human being, u'budu rabbakum. U'budu means do ibadah, do worship, okay, serve. Rabbakum, your Rabb, your Lord. Oh human being, worship your Lord. Who is your Lord? Why should you worship him? Alladhi khalaqakum, the Lord who has created you. Only you know. Walladhina min qablikum, and those who were before you. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here comes up with the most important thing in Islam, the most important thing, which is the main purpose to create us, which is worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Okay, so he first talked about this and that, and now he comes to the main point that hey, I have made you, okay, I have created you, and I am your Lord, okay, and I created you for a specific purpose, which is serving me, which is worshipping me alone. Okay, so that's why I am commanding you to worship me. So this is the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worship him. Okay, ya ayyuhan nas, oh human being, u'budu, do worship. Rabbakum, your Lord. Who is your Lord? Alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum, the Lord who has created you and those who are before you. Okay, and why should you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why should you serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is this for the sake of Allah? Will it benefit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anyway? No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying you should do that la'allakum tattaqun, so that you are saved. Okay, you have to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone for your own sake, not for anything else. La'allakum tattaqun means so that you are saved. Saved from what? Saved from hellfire. Saved from from the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the Jahannam. Okay, so if you really want to get rid of the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if you really don't want to get thrown into the Jahannam, then you should do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say. And what is that? You should worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and why shouldn't you do that? The next thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, alladhi ja'ala lakumul arda firasha. Don't you know that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did for you? Alladhi, the one, ja'ala, made, lakum, for you, al arda, the earth, firasha. Firasha means the bed, or the place where you can rest. Okay, so here the place of a settlement. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made this earth as a settlement for you guys. Okay, so if you just think about the other galaxies and other planets, you can hardly live there. Okay, because there is not proper oxygen, there is not the proper weather, environment to live. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I have made this earth for you so that you can live here. Okay, I have made the earth a place of settlement, and I have made the sky was samaa binaa, and I have made the sky as a roof. Wa anzala minas samaa'i ma'a, and I sends down rain from the sky. Wa anzala ma'an, I sent down the water, the rain, minas sama'i, from the sky. For what? فَأَخْرَجَ بِهِ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ رِزْقًا لَكُمْ. And I cause fruits to grow as a provision for you, so that you can have those, so that you can eat those. Okay? Fala, and I have done everything for you. So what should you do? You should worship me alone. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Fala tajalu lillahi andada wa antum ta'lamun. So never ever attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala any equals while you know. Okay? While you are aware of the fact, never ever make any partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fala tajalu, never make lillahi, for Allah, andada, any partner. Wa antum ta'lamun, while you know about the fact. Okay, if you are mistaken, if you don't know about that what you are doing is shirk, if you don't know that what you are doing, it is not allowed, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may forgive you. Okay, but if you know the fact that you should worship alone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, but you don't do that, okay, you make partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it is an unforgivable mistake. Okay, so from these two verses we can understand the main message of the creation, the main purpose of the creation, and the first message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to know, and wants us to act upon those things, okay, is to worship Him alone. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clarified the fact that why we should worship Him alone, because He is our Lord, because He created us, because He has done everything for us. He made this earth for us, He sends rain for us. Okay, everything He is doing only for us. So it is only fair that we worship Him alone, and we will not make any partner with Him. Okay, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, now you can ask that, okay, sir, Allah. So you can ask that, okay, is this really Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying? Okay, or if someone doubt, you have any doubt, if someone has any doubt about the fact that, okay, are these verses or are these surahs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really? If from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course we can obey it, we can accept it, but what is the proof that it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Okay, if there is any kind of doubt inside you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, now let's see in the verse number 23, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِصُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ فَإِن لَّمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ أُعِدَّتْ لِلْكَافِرِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ, if you are in doubt, okay, about what? Mimma nazzalna ala abdina, about what I have revealed to my servant. That means Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so what I have revealed to my servant, to my prophet, to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you have any kind of doubt about it, then face it. Okay, face it. Get rid of the doubt. How? فَأْتُوا بِصُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ. If you are really, claiming that this is not from God, this is, Muhammad made it, okay? this is the creation of Muhammad, and he just produced this surah, and he just, came up with this surah with you, to you, and he is just claiming that this is from God, but this is not from God actually. If this is what you are about to say, then fa'tu bi suratin min misli, then produce a surah like it. Okay? Produce a surah like it. If Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is able to produce one, you will be, way more able to produce one, because you are from the same place as he is. He speaks Arabic, you too speak Arabic. Okay, he even doesn't know how to read and how to write, but you do. So if Muhammad is able to produce such surahs, then you will be way more able to do so. Okay, so just produce a surah like it. If you really want to make your point that these surahs are not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if it is, you are claiming that this is from Muhammad himself, then come with a surah. Okay, and if you need any help, then وَدْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ. You have a lot of helpers, and you have a lot of gods other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You tend to worship. Okay, so if you need any help, then ask help from them. You are worshiping, you have been worshiping them for so long, your forefathers had been worshiping them. Okay, and you are not willing to get rid of them because they are very, very much helpful to you. So if you need any help, then ask help from them and come up some kind of surahs like the Quran, and produce a surah like it. If you are in kuntum sadiqin, if what you say is true. Okay, if you are really truthful to your words, then come up with a surah. Okay, produce a surah like it. If you are really saying that this is this is from Muhammad, not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, then of course this challenge is not, this challenge has not been accepted by the Quraysh or by the people of Makkah and Medina of that time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, because they are not able. They tried a lot, but they couldn't produce any similar. Okay, not the same kind of surah. Never. They couldn't even produce a surah like it. Okay, no, they couldn't. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the next verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, if you are not able to do so, if you can't do that, وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا, and I know that you will never be able to do so. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, okay, if you are not able to do so, okay, if you are unable to do so, and I know that you will never ever be able to do so, then it is proven. Now it is proven that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and you are still ignoring, you are still denying. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ, then fear the fire, fear the Jahannam. What Jahannam? What fire? Fueled with people and stones. Okay, the fuel of the fire or the fuel of the Jahannam will be people and stones. Okay, so وَعِدَّتْ لِلْكَافِرِينَ, and that Jahannam or that fire is prepared for the disbelievers. Those people who understand, who get the fact that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but deny it for the sake of dunya or for any other advantages of the world. Okay, so the Jahannam is prepared for you. Okay, so you better think about it. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first say that, okay, this is my message to you. Okay, u'budu rabbakum, worship your Lord. Okay, and I have done this and this for you, so you should worship me alone. Don't make any partner. Okay, and if you are really saying that, okay, this is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then okay, take this challenge, come up with a surah like it. Okay, if you are truthful to your words. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then again saying that, okay, if you don't do that, if you can't do that, if you are unable to do so, and you will never be able to do so, okay, then fear the fire filled with people and stones, which is prepared for the disbelievers. Okay, so very profound verse, I think. Okay, we have to just think about it, and we have to realize that we have to understand that the authenticity of the Quran as well. With having belief in the Quran, you must have a calmness in you that, okay, this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I know that for sure. Okay, so that we are not in any kind of doubt or so. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kind of warned us that what will happen if we don't worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, but it is not the nature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just to warn, just to make, just to spread fear or something. Okay, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about Jahannam in the Quran, okay, with that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also discussed about the Jannah as well. Okay, so it is not only fear, only terrible things happen. No, not like that. If you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then what will happen? Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَبَشِّرِ, give good tidings, give good news, O Prophet. To whom? الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, those who believe. وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do good things. Okay, those who believe and do good things, to do the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded them to do. Anna lahum, that for them, jannatin, that for them there will be gardens. Okay, they will have gardens, jannat. Which jannat? How will be those jannat? Tajri min tahtiha al-anhar, under which rivers flow. Okay, beneath the gardens, rivers will be flowing. Kullama rusiqu minha, whenever the people of the Jannah, are provided with fruits, min samaratin, with fruits, rizqan, as the provision, qalu, they will say, hadha alladhi ruziqna min qablu, this is the same food we are given before. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind of describing tiny fact about the Jannat, that how the people of Jannat will be there. Okay, the Jannat is in Arabic, the garden is called Jannah. Okay, so there will be trees, there will be fruits, flowers, and birds. Okay, and with that there will be streams as well. Okay, there will be waters following, there will be rivers. Okay, water flowing in a garden. Just imagine. Okay, so it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that those people of Jannah, they will be given fruits, a lot of fruits, different kind of fruits, and when they will be served, they will say, okay, this is the same fruit that we ate before. Okay, they will just say that, okay, what is the tafsir or explanation of this? It has two tafsir. Okay, one is like they will be given the same fruits as that we are having in this dunya, like apple, grapes and everything. Okay, so like if you are in Jannah, you are given a mango. Okay, so you see that, oh, I have been, we ate a lot of mangoes when we were in the dunya. Now when we came to Jannah, still we will have to eat mangoes. Okay, so you will ask this question. Okay, and you will just ask that, why? I thought that Jannah will be different and there will be so much, more delicious foods. Okay, why the mango? This thing was in the dunya, so it's not something very unique. Okay, so but Allah SWT is saying وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. Okay, Allah SWT is saying they will be served fruit that looks similar, but different. Okay, so you will see that it is a mango, but when you bite it, okay, when you take a bite, you will understand that, oh my God, it tastes so much different. Okay, it's way different than that was in the dunya. Okay, so it tastes so much, way more good, way more, better than the previous, than the, mangoes that we know of. Okay, and guess what? You take every bite, and every bite will have different taste. Okay, and the second taste will be better than the first bite. Okay, so this it will be multiplying like this forever. Okay, it in this dunya, the tastes, the colors have limitation. Okay, those are limited things, but in the Jannah there will be no limitation. Okay, that is the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of doing everything. So whatever you will see, it will seem that these are the things that you already had, but you actually didn't. Okay? So why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do this to you because He wants you to be surprised. Okay? You will first, when you are disappointed, then something good happens, then you are more happier. Okay? So that's what it will happen. You'll be surprised when you take a bite from the mango or from the apple, or you'll take a grape in your mouth. Okay, it will taste way more different, way more better, and you will understand, oh, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, how delicious it is. Okay, walahum fiha azwajum mutahhara, and of course they will have purified spouses. Okay, so in this dunya, if you expect that I need this type of, a life partner in my life, in reality, you might not get it. Okay. Sometimes, in most cases, people don't get the type of people as their life partners as they wish for. Okay. Because this dunya is not perfect. Okay, no one is perfect in this dunya, and when you are, married to someone, you will see a lot of faults. You will see a lot of, not pleasant things in the person. Okay, in your better half, and you will be kind of disappointed in this dunya. But you have to manage somehow, because this is the taste from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you have to be patient. Okay, you have to cope up. Okay, you have to figure things out in this dunya. But in the Jannah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make for the people of the Jannah the life partners for them, who will be, as perfect as they wish. Okay, and they will be purified. Yep.
I have to attend another class right now.
Yeah, I know, Ryan. You have 9. It is already 9, and you have a class. I know. Okay, you can leave now, and
it's Ifaz, not Ryan.
Oh, Ifaz, not Ryan. Sorry, I got it wrong. Okay, Ifaz, you gave me the number, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I got it. So I will add you in the WhatsApp group, inshallah, and we'll talk there later. Okay.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that they will have purified spouses, okay? And how long will you be in the Jannah? For a week? For a month? For just a vacation? For the summer trip? No. وَهُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying they will be there forever. Okay? Just think about it. What does forever mean? Will it like 20 billion years? No, not even 20 billion years. Okay? It will never end. Okay, so we have to just think about it, that what we are doing in this life, is it that important? Is it that important that we are wasting our happiness, what will be forever? Okay? Am I really doing something what will destroy my Jannah? Am I really doing something what will not please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And that's how we'll never be able to get into the Jannah. Okay, am I really doing something? So we have to think about it. We have to make, the Jannah. We have to prioritize first. What should what should be your priority? This dunya or the life after death, which will never end, which is a forever thing. Okay, what will be your, what is the thing that is that what you want? Okay, what is the thing that you want? You want this life, the happiness of this dunya, and you will destroy the akhirah, or you want to, want the happiness of the Jannah, and you will compromise this dunya. What do you want? That is up to you. That is your choice, your life, your call, your decision. Okay, because the reward, you will get the reward, and if the punishment there is, you will have to face it. So we have to take the decision wisely, okay, and we have to act upon those things, okay, and that is why we are here. That is why we are trying to understand the Quran, that what are the things what is the way to get to Jannah, and what is the way to achieve that forever happiness. Okay, so inshallah, in this journey of ours, we'll be trying to figure that thing. Okay, and there is some other points here. I'll be just very quick. I'll try to end the class within 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, in the verse 26 and 27. Okay, you saw that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala challenged these people. Okay, that come up with a surah like it. If you really claim that, okay, this is the this is the surah, these surahs or these verses or this Quran is not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then come up with surah, or produce a surah like it. Then they tried, and then now they are in a, they came up with some silly things, silly points. Okay, they are now saying, okay, if this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about mosquitoes and so is small insects? Okay, so if it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be talking about the glorious things. Okay, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about these insects and mosquitoes? Why is this not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? They are saying this. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is replying them. Inna Allah la yastahyi ay yadriba mathalan ma ba'udatan fama fawqaha. Surely Allah does not shy away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't feel shyness from using an example of a mosquito or what is even smaller. Okay, if it is necessary, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make point with those insects. It doesn't matter. Okay, as for the believers, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا يَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ. As for the believers, they know that it is the truth from their Lord, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَيَقُولُونَ مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِهَذَا مَثَلًا. And as for the disbelievers, they argue that what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mean by such an example? Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that يُدِلُّ بِهِ كَثِيرًا وَيَهْدِي بِهِ كَثِيرًا. Okay, through this test, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leaves many in their wrong path, in the astray. Okay, and through these verses, through this test, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides many. Okay, so two things: Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through this Quran, through these verses, through this surah, through this example of mosquito and other things, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides a lot of people. And same goes in the opposite, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also disguides or leaves many people in their wrongdoing. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't guide them. And now the question is, who are those people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't guide them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leaves them in their state of wrongdoing? Who are those people? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, who are those people? وَمَا يُضِلُّ بِهِ إِلَّا الْفَاسِقِينَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't leave anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leaves none to astray except the disobedient, except the fasiq. Only the fasiq people are left alone in their wrongdoing, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't guide them. And who are these fasiq? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the next verses. 3 points. You have to remember 3 points. Okay, we must avoid these 3 points. Okay, these 3 points are the characteristics of a fasiq that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very disappointed with. Let's get into it. First, الَّذِينَ يَنْقُضُونَ عَهْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مِيثَاقِهِ. Those who violate Allah's covenant after it has been affirmed. الَّذِينَ, those يَنْقُضُونَ, breaks or violates. What? عَهْدَ اللَّهِ, the covenant of Allah, the promise of Allah. مِنْ بَعْدِ مِيثَاقِهِ, after it has been affirmed. What are the promise with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If you are a Muslim, your promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is you will pray 5 times a day, you will keep fasting in the Ramadan, you will obey your parents, okay, you will give zakat, you will do hajj. So these are the commandments of Islam, these are the promises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so if someone violates this covenant, if someone breaks these promises, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very angry with him. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will be fasiq, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will leave him go to astray. Okay, this is a very, very crucial thing we must remember. And the second point, وَيَقْطَعُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَنْ يُوصَلَ. And those who break ties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered to be maintained. And what are the ties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to maintain? Like the relationship with your kins and relatives, relationship with your neighbors, family members, okay? So if you don't care that your uncle, whatever situation he is in, if he is in need, you don't care, okay? If, your aunt is in any kind of need, if he has, he doesn't have enough food, and you are not even caring, you don't even look after her, then, it is kind of, breaking the tie, okay? So the second point, وَيَقْطَعُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَنْ يُوصَلَ. Those who break whatever ties Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered to be maintained. And the third thing is وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. And the third one is spread, those who spread corruption in the land. Like, unnecessary wars, killing people and murdering them, okay? And rob other people, okay? So, stealing. So these are the things, the corruption in the land. So there are 3 points. First, those who violate the covenant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who break the ties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered to be maintained, and third is to spread corruption in the land. So these are the 3 points which are the characteristics of fasiq or disobedient, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very displeased with these people. Okay, and the last page, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first talked about worshipping him alone, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the point that why we should worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala challenged if you have any kind of doubt, okay, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned you, okay, that what will happen if you don't obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, gave good tidings to us that what will happen, what will you get as reward in the hereafter if you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, talked about a context, what was the question from the disbelievers, okay, about the mosquito and other things. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the characteristics about the fasiq, okay. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, concluding, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala concluding with an emotional effect, okay? What is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying? Look at this, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا فَأَحْيَاكُمْ ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ ثُمَّ إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. How can you deny Allah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking you a question. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How can you do kufr about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How can you deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? kuntum amwata, when you are lifeless, you are dead. Okay? فَأَحْيَاكُمْ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you life. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ, and He will cause you to die one day. Someday you will die, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause you to die. ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ, and He will again bring you to life after death. ثُمَّ إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ, and at the end, eventually, you will be returned to Him. So how dare you deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How is it possible for you to deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How can you disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You were nothing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you life. You will die. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause you to die, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring you back to life again, and you will be gathered in the hereafter to Him. You will be returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how can you afford denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That's what the question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, finishing this thing. هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ لَكُم مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Think about it, that He is the one who created everything in the earth for you. Okay? So هُوَ الَّذِي, He is the one who created khalaqa lakum, for you, only for you. Ma fil ardi, whatever you see in the earth, jamia, everything. Whatever you see on the earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything for whom? For you. Okay, summa stawa ila samai, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, turned towards the heaven, and fasawwahunna sab'a samawati, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala formed the 7 heavens. Okay, wa huwa bi kulli shay'in alim, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowing. Okay, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the perfect knowledge about everything. So whatever you do, however you spend your time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching over us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the perfect knowledge about everything we are doing. So we must remember that we have to be returned to Him one day. So we can't do anything which will displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which will make Him angry, which will cause His, wrath, His anger. We can't do those type of things. We can't afford those. We don't have those type of ability. Okay, so these are the things these are the messages of the verse 21 to 29. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here talked about the mankind when worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, and He asked not to make any partner with Him, and He then challenged about the Quran, and He then said, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide many, and He will remain many in error. And at last Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the character of those who shall remain in error. Okay, those 3 points. And you will see here, you can see here that I have put some of the definition. What is ibadah mean? What does ibadah mean? What is a kafir? Who is a kafir? And who is a fasik? Okay, so you'll just read this out, inshallah. Okay, you have to make some time for it. Okay, if it is half an hour, it's half an hour. If it's 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour. But you have to revise it. I don't know how we'll do that, but you have to. Okay, does anyone have any question?
In the Quran, Allah proves that He exists and that we should worship Him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's the case, why don't atheists believe in Him?
Okay.
When He is already proved.
Okay, so you should ask this question to a disbeliever or atheist though, but we will get to it. Very good question. This is the point we have to understand. The perspectives of human being, okay? When we'll get to the later verses, this thing will be clearer, okay? You will understand that how shaitan influences us. Shaitan has the ability to influence us and make our mind, corrupted, okay? So if you are in a position that you think that this is not wrong, then there will be, no one can, forbid you to, or make you not doing those things, if you think that this is right thing. Okay, so sometimes what shaitan does, shaitan makes things, what are the bad things, shaitan sometimes makes bad things, he shows very good as to us. Okay, and we think that, okay, this is good thing. Okay, so we have to think about these things. We have to understand that why leave those atheists. Okay, we have to think about ourselves first, that whether what we are getting from the Quran and what we are observing in the nature, what we are observing in this dunya, what we are observing around us, okay, do those things say that Allah exists or not? We have to understand in those things. And you will find a lot of people who were atheists once and they reverted or converted into Islam. Okay? And if you just read about their story, that why those people converted to Islam, these things will be clear to you. That, yeah, exactly, that is the case. Okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the only thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the verse we have read so far, only one challenge. And there are several criteria to get the truth in the Quran. Okay? That Quran is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does exist. About these things, there are a lot of criteria to understand these things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about those issues in later in this surah and the other surahs. Okay, when we will understand those things, we will discuss about those things, the things will be clearer. Okay,
yeah. Okay,
yeah, inshallah, and we will discuss inshallah about those issues. Okay, of course, about what is the perspective of the of the people who are not willing to believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, what does they what do they believe actually, and what is their perspective, and what is their point of view? So we'll discuss inshallah later. Okay, so again, if those who have joined today, I will ask you to join on every Sunday. Okay, you will try. If there is any problem that you are not able to join, there will be a group that I am going to create a WhatsApp group. You all will be added there. There will be some rules about our class and when should you join and how long our class will be and what should you do if you are not able to join a particular class. Okay, about the exam and about other things, there will be rules. There will be provided there. Okay, so those who haven't sent the WhatsApp number yet, please send it to me. Okay, so that I can add you in the group. You get it, Fatima? Did you send the WhatsApp number to me?
Yes.
Okay then, and if you don't have any more question, then I think we can end the class here. Okay, and you will have an exam in the next session. Okay, on Saturday at 8 p.m. in the same time you will have exam, and our regular class will be on Sunday. Okay, so you'll try to join the Saturday to just give the exam, and on the regular Saturday, Sunday we will have a regular class, inshallah. Okay, just for the next week, not for all, or for all weeks. Just for the next weeks, we will sit inshallah on Saturday for exam. Okay, and you will have some of the questions from the 4 lecture sheets that we have done so far. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The introductory class, Surah Fatiha, and the 2 lecture sheets of Surah Al-Baqarah. From these 4 lecture sheets, you will have an exam, and you will have to, give answers to the questions. Okay. So, and about the further things, I will, let you know in the WhatsApp group, inshallah.
Can you give all the PDF? Can you give the PDF?
Yeah, I'm sending the PDF to you in the. Okay, I am adding you in the WhatsApp group. Then I will give the lecture sheets there, all four together. Okay, Mahdin Faria. Who is this?
Farzan.
Huh?
Farzan.
Oh, Farzan. Why don't you change your name then?
And therefore, all is forgotten.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, then, if you don't have any more question, I think I can end the class here. Lamisha, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, then, see you on the next Saturday for the exam, inshallah. Till then, stay well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Wa alaikum assalam.